What's your balance?
I don't have Venmo.
I mean, you're talking tough. What the fuck's your balance?
1,800, motherfucker.
Wow.
1,800 in Venmo. $1,800.
Is that a lot?
American?
Yeah, American, Larry.
Oh,
I have it in pay. I don't even have fucking Venmo. I don't know.
I have that Zelle thing. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, pretty
that's
similar.
Chase Pay.
Yeah, no, Zell's on.
Zell's by Chase Pay too.
I use Apple Pay.
A lot of the banks use Zelle, so like Huntington uses it
Does
too.
Apple Pay count as against Venmo?
You got 500 on there, motherfucker.
Well, then I win.
All right,
Because it's connected to my bank account.
You might as well just go and let them
What the
just.
fuck is happening?
Welcome to the show.
What the fuck is going on?
This is the Larry and Spencer show.
I don't listen. He's talking about Venmo. Like, who cares?
He's a Venmo
I thought
gangster.
Venmo was like a music video channel.
Oh, Vimeo. That's Vimeo is a music video
Well,
channel.
he literally just said it out of the blue. Hey, I'll bet you any money that I have more money than you guys.
Because I just
in
got
my
fucking
Venmo.
paid, Larry.
Wow.
Paid.
I don't know what the hell's going on. Like,
Venmo gangster.
who
Yeah.
hit you with a fucking brick when you were younger? Like, what happened? Like, is it just it's firing on all
Larry,
different
this is their
cylinders.
show. I would actually prefer if they did most of the
Actually, they want me to be on the show every week, so shut up.
I get to sit.
The hell is going on? Like, does your brain fire like a missing engine? Just it's just like there's shit just happening constantly. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. Anyway, Dave, take it away.
Where do you even start?
With nothing.
With the little guy Italian syndrome, Pete Russo.
Oh yes.
No, I don't think he does have little man Italian syndrome. I know a lot of those guys, and Russo's not one of them.
I'm talking about Pete.
My
Not Ray.
father.
Your father?
My father. He's the only person on planet Earth that
That said that Washington Nationals were going to win the World Series.
right
Like,
when the
before the
playoffs.
playoffs started, we were talking to him in the car.
Yeah, we had like a we had
You
a
guys
show.
don't know Washington Nationals going to win.
Yeah, he picked it. Well, he was 50-50 because he picked the Nationals against the
Rays.
Rays.
You guys said the Yankees were going to take it.
I said the Astros.
One of you told me it was the Yankees.
Can you describe your dad's stature?
What the?
Height, weight,
Again,
He's
dimensions?
He's Rick. but
he's me about
skinnier.
100 pounds lighter.
Really?
Yeah, it looks
He's about
just like him.
155 pounds.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Of coach, little league coach.
Just a savage.
Yeah.
Really? So he can actually look down and see his own genitals.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to introduce Spencer for everybody?
Yeah.
This is not the Spencer you guys recorded with. This is a different one.
This is a different Spencer.
They're all special.
Spencer, tell us about yourself.
Let me start.
Introduce who you are.
Yeah.
Multiple personalities.
All right.
One word.
Are you schizophrenic
do
too?
you want to tell us about one of those personalities? Which one's here?
Well, today I've been triggered.
Oh, okay.
Recently involved in a political race, and
Here we go.
I can't take these people.
Why? What happened?
Which people?
Let me start. I just realized today that most people in political races, they're just arguing on emotion. They're not arguing on logic.
Right.
And that to me, I'm a logical guy, so that's hard to deal with.
Are you talking about the local government thing you're doing?
Yeah, I don't want to name drop anything. We're 5 days.
Well, that's
out
why I
from
said
election.
the local government thing.
Yeah, but it's a local. Yeah, it is a local election, and I mean, just one. It's hard to believe that someone would even vote for this candidate. Honestly,
Well, just say who the fuck it is, dude.
Well, just what are they running for?
they're running for. Well, I don't want to give away too much, but they're running for mayor of Kirtland.
Okay.
I don't want to give away too much information.
That's pretty much all the information. I mean, that's pretty much.
If you Google candidates,
Yeah, I mean that's.
it's a 50-50 shot.
So here's the biggest issue. If you state facts, there are certain people in this world that will construe facts as an attack.
Right.
I've just had enough of that. I mean, I'm not gonna.
So you're spitting facts.
I'm spitting facts.
Well, that's why I got out of the political game, man. It makes no sense. People do argue on heart, and that's all they argue with.
Do you have a vested interest in the candidate that you like?
Actually, no. There was a specific story.
So
in-
Kevin Potter's a piece of dump.
I mean, I didn't say that.
Is that what you're saying?
Wow, that's a lucky guess. See what happened?
I mean, I think he's an okay guy, but not the guy for not the guy for Kirtland. That's for sure.
Kevin, you're a loser.
So I mean,
He's lived in the city for 10 years.
Oh, you're a resident of Kirtland.
no, I'm actually a resident of Willoughby.
I
So-
thought your house is that weird spot. It's like
I'm right on the border, and this race has got people triggered because some people say, "Oh, you shouldn't have a say." Well, my family has multiple houses in Kirtland.
right,
I have a very vested interest. I still do for the community when I can.
right.
And a good example. So when someone comes at me with, "You're not a resident, you shouldn't even be, commenting on this being involved." Very simple for me. The Potters actually do not own a home in Kirtland,
Right.
so they actually do not pay Kirtland taxes.
Okay.
And, that's not to be mean. That's just a fact. Like, I actually have nothing against their family. That is just a fact. But they've taken that and said, "Oh, this guy's mean, blah, blah, blah." But I don't feel that's mean.
They're going after you?
Yeah, they're going after me because I'm the one that reported the fact that, they don't pay taxes in the city.
Oh, I got you.
He looks like a squirrely guy to me, just be honest.
You think you would take Spencer to the woodshed?
No, this dude.
Let me see.
No.
Let me see. I think he would beat his ass. Let me see this thing. Oh yeah, he looks like Kevin Love. Looks like a young, darker-haired Kevin Love.
He looks like Mr. Bean with a full deck of cards.
I think he trains jiu-jitsu. I think he would choke Spencer out. Larry, how are you doing?
So you like Douglas E. Davidson, huh?
21-year military veteran,
Oh, here we go. Yeah, spit it out.
captain in the Army,
He's been the mayor for how long?
4 years.
Oh, so he's already current mayor.
Yes.
Oh.
Interesting.
I don't keep track of Kirtland or politics really. Kirtland seems to stay out of the news pretty well. They should be doing. He seems like to be doing a pretty good job. Is he doing good?
Yeah,
People don't like him or what?
So here's the issue. He's the mayor, and they're having a big issue with their roads because Kirtland historically has
Well, the roads suck.
Bobby Henderson works for the roads.
Not
He
anymore.
he worked for the service department.
Not
of
anymore.
the city. But
Doesn't
the
work.
roads at Kirtland though are brutal.
They are, and no one's denying that.
Right.
No one's denying that. But a good example of some of what I view as misinformation. My mom lives in an area that's going to be converted to sewers. My grandma also has a house in this area. Some of the residents in this area, due to one of the candidates, what he's pitching. I'm not going to say which one.
What's his name?
Kevin Potter, he's talking about.
Okay.
I'm not going to say which candidate, but
He's specifically naming Kevin Potter.
I heard it.
He actually has led some of the residents to believe that they're not actually going to have to pay for a sewer conversion. So
How? Was he trying to say you get like a
Some
grant or
some
something?
communities you don't actually have to pay if the city all votes.
They're going to
on it.
not give the football team new jerseys this year and just,
Yeah.
you
Well,
know.
yeah. Usually they'll use athletics as a leverage or a crutch to say, to guilt people into doing it. Or
No, some
Pull a
communities
levy.
if you pull a levy,
This,
and
you're
you pay
talking
for
like
it.
millions of dollars this is going to cost.
oh yeah.
to do the roads in
Oh,
Kirtland.
millions.
No, I'm talking about the transition
they're
over to
doing-
the sewer.
the-
But hold on,
It's
correct
sewer.
me if I'm wrong though, and maybe your guy has something to do with it now. But Kirtland is converting over to either city water or sewer, aren't they?
City sewer.
So city sewer. So it's all down 306 right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's because I know when I drive to my parents, it's all new. That they've put in all new sewers all the way down to the Geauga County border.
So the issue,
That's a lot of money. That's a big project.
a ton.
Yeah.
That
so
also
I mean,
brings in
So
more
this
people, though.
Kevin Potter guy, who you think is a snake oil salesman,
No comment.
he doesn't live in Kirtland.
No, he does live in Kirtland, but they currently rent a house in Kirtland.
Or they rent a house.
They don't. I've searched all the county records. They do not own a house. The house that they live in is not owned by them, and that's just a fact. That's not to be mean.
so you've brought this up then?
Oh, heavily.
What's a mayor doing renting a
Where
house?
have you brought this up?
Publicly,
And what has he said to that?
he actually hasn't responded. I've actually tagged him probably 100 times.
Hey, Kevin, if you're watching this,
He's not.
he's not. Nobody is, but if you're watching this, respond.
Yeah.
I mean, I have questions. I want them answered.
My
Is he
question
related to Monica Potter, the actress?
I don't know actually, but
Potter's a pretty
All right.
broad name.
So one of the biggest issues, actually, I'm an entrepreneur. I have no interest in politics. I don't typically.
I hate that fucking word too.
What do you want me to say?
You're a business owner.
Business owner.
Yeah. Let's make a 1 word into 2 words. That makes sense, Larry.
Entrepreneur is what you fucking call a girl crafting in her basement. That's making no money.
Entrepreneur actually has more syllables than business owner.
Yeah, it sounds better. Business owner, move on.
Larry's getting a little hostile towards you, Spence.
Entrepreneur is the worst fucking word in the English. Like,
It's fine. Don't worry. You know it's coming back tenfold. Larry's got to be the easiest target at this table.
Here we go.
And one of the easiest targets probably that I've ever come across.
Okay,
Here we go.
that's fine.
So-
Moving on, entrepreneur.
All right.
So
go ahead.
so I went to candidates night because I was trying to, help my mom, kind of navigate the waters on what this sewer issue was, because their area is kind of being forced to get sewers relatively quickly.
Right.
And so that's why I went to candidates night to kind of feel things out. Well, I have taken videos, I've videoed the Strawberry Festival, other events for Kirtland, and given them the videos in the past, just as, what I perceive as giving value back to the community. Right. So I said, hey, I'm going to videotape this candidates night for you guys and give it to the community. The person that put on the event said, don't worry about it. The high school media club has videoed this for the last 18 years. So, I would just assume that there would be a video for the community because there's a lot of elderly in the community that can't go to, these type of events. Elderly, they may be sick, they might be working, whatever. And at the end of the night, I thought one of the, high schoolers was actually videotaping. Well, it turns out it was someone videotaping that I knew. The high school just mysteriously didn't show up to videotape. And someone was videotaping with a high-quality video camera that's actually done work for me in the past. I don't want to name this person's name because, quite honestly, it's this person's done work for me. They're a very nice person, so this person's not the issue. They were hired by the opposition to videotape the event.
Kevin Potter
Yeah.
hired this person. Probably didn't pay taxes on their income either, just so you
Under
know.
the table. Okay.
100
So,
bucks.
So we got an under the table, uninsured, unbonded contractor for the city of Kirtland working for non-tax money from Kevin Potter. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I didn't say any of that, but
The guy rents a room in his rented house.
He's a roommate.
They take the bus together to work.
He rents that yellow house next to the Kirtlander that nobody knows who lives there.
Yeah.
so
You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
'Cause
So,
you know exactly the one I'm talking about. All right, go ahead.
so what had happened is at the end of the night, I go to this kid and say, hey, let me get the copy of that tape. And he says, the person I was hired by says that, no one can have this tape. Okay. To me, so then I started doing some investigative work and I questioned the PTA. I said, hey, did you hire this videographer? I got a no. The Davidson campaign, no, we didn't hire this videographer. So I wasn't even involved, and I actually didn't even choose a side at that point. But at the point where the council president is the opposition, Mr.
Potter.
Kevin Potter.
So he, so I had asked him multiple times, actually tagged him probably close to 100 times, asking him. It's not an exaggeration.
Persistence is key.
And he never responded. He had a choice. He had a choice to actually provide that as value to the community. And I mean, do you guys think as council president, if he had paid a videographer to videotape this, I mean,
Yeah, it's sleazy. I wouldn't see why he wouldn't want to just provide it to the community.
So do you think he's ignoring you because you have facts, or do you think he's ignoring you because he thinks you're like a crazy stalker?
Both.
I mean, it could be
Maybe there's like a hot mic part of it where he's talking about girls' pussies like Trump or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I mean, it wasn't. It wasn't.
First of all, in the middle of this, Kevin, you happen to be watching, private message one of us if you'd like to come on the air.
Are we live right now?
And no, not live, but if he
okay.
would message us, I'll put this out tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I'd love him to come
And then
on the air. I
if
love
you would
that.
like to call in, even you can call in, Skype, whatever you'd like to do, and answer our friend here Spencer's questions that he's been dying to find out. He could probably stop blowing up your notifications on your phone.
Yeah, I mean, I would actually love that.
There's zero chance he will do that.
You never know. It's worth a shot.
You never know, man. You start getting.
I think he's a pussy and won't do it.
You get into manlyhood.
You know who would do it? The person Spencer's dealing with. What's his name?
Douglas E. Davidson.
Davidson would do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He confronted head on.
Oh,
But
100%.
Potter's going to run scared.
Well, he's paying people under the table tax free.
Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of what we're dealing with here. When the facts were put out that he is actually not a homeowner in Kirtland, he did his own rebuttal video. His rebuttal video
Wait, he answered his own questions?
he danced around the question. He said, I just want to let all the residents in Kirtland know that the taxes on my home have been paid. Yeah, like no shit. Every landlord pays their property taxes.
Yeah.
They're going to protect their investment, obviously, but that doesn't change the fact if you're a non-tax-paying resident in the city for local taxes, it doesn't change the fact that you don't have the same vested interest as all the homeowners in your community.
Right.
If you put a levy forth, you don't care. It doesn't affect you. Rent's going to stay the same. You know, if you do a levy that increases taxes $100 a month, his
He's
rent's
probably
not changing.
pocketing half of it, though.
He's a crook.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
Yeah. Hey, man, I hope this guy for some reason pays some sort of attention to you and stumbles up accidentally into some of our clickbait and happens to watch this, and would call in and confront the question.
I mean, I would love to get him on to answer some questions.
Bring the podcast to him.
Yeah, we'll come to you. Kevin, we're busting some balls here, but listen, our man has some legitimate questions, and he wants some answers.
What's his name,
Would
Dave?
you man up, answer his questions?
Dave, what's his name again?
Kevin
Ke-
Potter.
Kevin Potter.
You want his address?
Yeah.
I don't think you should put his address on the air.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think we should.
He's a public figure.
Gotta have some respect for Kevin Potter.
He's a public figure.
Honestly, I have, I don't have any ill will towards the man. It's just he should not be running. It's just that simple.
Is it fair to say, though, that anybody in politics, no matter who they are, have some sort
Yes.
behind? Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
politics aren't exactly the cleanest.
Everybody has bones in their closet.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think
It's just a matter of who's get drugged through the mud, who's better at hiding, who's better at disguising
honestly, even if you have bones in your closet, it's better who's able to manage government.
Has anyone met anybody, by the way, that texts more than him?
No. You, I thought.
No, I don't.
And then Marco and
Does
Spencer
he?
both are on their phone a lot.
I've never seen him on his phone.
Oh, no, he's on there. But he's usually looking up shit.
What are you, my mom, Larry?
Yeah, I see you walking around with your fucking phone in your hand. Hey, why don't you ask him how the gas line's going at the shop?
I got busy.
I have a question.
Rick,
I have a question that I want to confront head on.
Rick, hold on. Wait. Time out.
No, go ahead.
No, let me finish real quick.
What?
I'd actually rather hear from Rick.
No, so the furnace was out today at the shop. The guy comes over and checks it out. He goes, "Oh, it's not lighting, and it's weird." So he starts sticking around with it, and he goes, "Huh, this is the problem." And Marco goes, "What?" He goes, "There's no gas line. Somebody forgot to run the gas line to the furnace.
A new furnace?
A new furnace."
That's common. Russo, you know that's common. You put the furnace unit in first. You do the ducting, then the electrician comes in, then the plumber comes in to run the plumbing. However, never needed the plumber because we didn't need heat until now. It's not that fucked up, Larry. It's not that funny.
No, but it's
okay?
funny.
No, it's not. It's not funny. It's not funny.
Anybody else?
And
Anybody
I'm sorry,
else?
And I'm sorry that you abuse the audience by telling that stupid fucking story.
Anybody else want to chime in on
I'm
that?
sorry to the Trends audience. I'm sorry.
I want to know what Rick wanted to say.
All right, Rick.
Spencer, I love you. I probably wouldn't forget the gas line on a gas furnace and then wonder why it's not working.
I wasn't there.
I'm just saying, whoever was there.
What were
Anyways.
you gonna say, Rick?
I mean,
Moving-
Marco is an artist.
Moving on.
He's an artist.
Moving on.
He's not a pipist.
So my question, I heard a rumor on the streets.
I like that.
Heard a rumor on the streets between these two,
Yeah.
and I have to confront it.
What's that?
Who would beat who in a one-on-one basketball game?
I don't know. I'm fat and slow now.
Larry, why would you say that? You've already outwardly claimed you would beat me on a one-on-one basketball game.
I heard that.
All right, fine. I'll beat him in a one-on-one event. I don't care.
Okay, I'm fine.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll bet you my whole Venmo balance.
$1,800.
It's fucking stacked.
My Venmo balance. All right. Who would win in a shootout?
It's tough. I don't know.
What part of basketball do you think you're good at? Let's be honest. Nobody at this table is good at basketball.
I don't know.
I'm fucking good.
You're not. You're
I don't
not.
know.
Yeah.
I'm not bad.
I mean, you
don't
probably
have a
have the
specific-
best chance out of all of us because you're in better shape. But
Larry's in better shape than me.
I'm in his shape.
are you good at basketball at all?
Yeah, I'm not bad. Yeah.
Do you think you could take him?
I don't know. Probably.
like-
I just say yeah because
there's
just
no
to piss him
in a
off.
game to 20, I'll give you 10 points. No chance.
Wow.
10 points.
Will you give him 10-0 lead?
Yeah, 10-0.
10-0 lead to 20.
10-0 lead to 20. Make it take it.
Oh, for sure. Can't wait to smoke show you.
Would you guys do it?
For what? What is the? What is
I don't
the
know. What do you
prize?
guys want to bet?
I mean, my entire Venmo balance.
I'm not doing a Venmo
My
balance. It's fucking
his
stupid.
Venmo balance versus your Venmo balance.
Yeah, exactly. I'll do that. Yeah, 100%.
Why do you keep a balance on Venmo?
Why not?
Because it's apparently
Venmo-
it's bragging. I don't know.
Venmo basically is a
No, honestly,
Venmo is
You
just
probably
a
just haven't moved it out of there yet.
Venmo is just a vehicle between the customer and your bank account. Like that's like somebody that has a bunch of cash and instead of putting it in the bank, they take pictures of it on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Check out all my money.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
that's
No,
what Spencer's doing. Like my Venmo balance. It's like why don't you put it in your bank?
Yeah.
No. I definitely agree. I'm sarcastically bragging. if
I
that makes
know.
any sense.
I know you are. I know. So
I think it's hilarious.
now that we've covered politics and
Yeah.
we've covered that Larry would just steamroll Spencer in basketball.
Yeah, apparently this is something that isn't new to me, but
No,
yeah,
it's
sure.
been on my. It's not new to me. It's been on my mind.
Oh, all right.
been eating him
I
up.
mean, I'm fine with that.
It's been eating.
People, you know what? People always bet against me in athletics, just like Rick did, just like everybody does.
Didn't you race somebody?
No, it never got to that point.
Who were you going to race?
We were all talking about in second shift racing each other, and I never got to it.
No, I've seen you race someone for sure.
Do you think you're
I
fast?
never raced anybody.
Yeah, for sure. He's raced someone recently. It was a video online.
That
somewhere.
was against the clock.
No, he ran against the clock. He ran
Yeah.
an 8.6440.
I did not. I ran a 7. Thank you.
It was an
It was a
8.6440.
7, but yeah, it's cool.
Was it a
It was a
7.64?
7.64.
7.64.
Yeah.
He can move.
Dude,
Man
for,
can move.
listen, I'm proud of for the size I am. I'm proud of my athletics. So,
I was just proud of you making the 40 yards.
dude, you guys thought it was going to be over 10.
I thought you were going to go 10 yards, fall on your face.
No, man, I'm not bad.
Or get like the
And
uncontrollable
I did,
stagger.
but I did that drunk too. So I was stumbling
did.
as I was running.
Spencer,
He
you
had
got
like
done.
5 beers in like
Yeah.
a half an hour.
He got done, and I tried to
You
give.
know,
I
those
tried
are
to
the
give.
big boys. Those are like 2 each.
I tried to give you. Where did we even get the?
I don't even know. You got it from some fucking.
I got a
guy walking
Milwaukee's Beast
by. Yeah,
can,
and I was like,
it
no
was,
chance
room
I could drink
temperature.
this.
Larry
I said, no chance I could drink this.
He
right
got done
now.
running. I'm like, here, man.
It
I'd
wasn't.
love-
No, it was running and doing the worm.
Yeah.
I'd love to get some analytics on the amount of people that get hurt drunk. Like it's
A
gotta be
lot.
high.
A lot.
Oh, dude.
Everybody. I've been hurt.
Speaking of people hurt, Dave, your Browns.
They're hurting.
You've got the table, Dave. Dave's a huge Browns fan. Dave was ready to. Dave was the driver of the parade float for the Super Bowl this year. And
Canceled.
right now, the vehicle's out of gas and the trailer's got no tires.
It's on fire.
Yeah. What's
We're
happening?
not there yet.
They've traded the vehicle in.
It's not panic mode yet. You
What?
listen.
Okay.
All right, we're listening.
There have been teams that have started with worse records than what we have and made the playoffs. Though we have the talent, we just have bipolar.
Bipolar.
Yeah,
They're in a coma.
When you say we have the talent, that's like talking about a girl that has potential. It's a fucking stupid proposition.
Oh wow.
I'm just being honest with you.
we've shown the ability that we can be great. We just haven't put it all together
Do you
yet.
follow football at all?
No, I have no interest.
So,
No interest in fucking following a bunch of grown men around. No interest. I'm sorry. I don't mean to offend your podcast.
You follow Kevin Potter around. He's a grown
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
He's got you there.
he's an exception.
we didn't give anybody 100 notifications this week.
Yeah.
So before you go throwing stones, you better address your own walls, my friend. I don't think I've tagged anybody 100 times on Facebook.
Ever in my life.
Ever. Total. I don't think I tagged my wife 100 times in anything.
It's hard though. The less I get the attention, the more I want it. So it's been hard. Been
It's
a rough
hard
few
to
weeks
sit
for me.
back and watch Kevin Potter just suck the life out of all the campaign dollars in Kirtland tax free.
No, we lose this week in Denver, it's over. But we have a chance to turn it around because we have an easy schedule the rest of the year. So we'll see.
Yeah, it will. Yeah.
So you
It's
feel
been
bad.
Murderer's
So
Row. Hasn't that been a Murderer's Row
it
schedule?
has been Murderer's Row, but
Yeah,
so
but Baker's starting to get frustrated now too.
That's what you want.
You think so?
He plays
What about
better
Odell?
frustrated.
Odell's getting frustrated.
I don't think Odell cares.
Nah, he's getting mad. He's not getting the ball a lot.
He's never said that. I don't know what Larry's talking about.
Larry probably
It
knows him
implies.
personally, I'm sure.
It
What?
implies.
Larry
the
probably
way
knows
he
him
acts.
personally.
He
By the
act-
way he says.
he acts how? Because he acts totally in support of Baker and the team completely.
I'm not saying that he doesn't. I'm just saying he's.
You just said he didn't.
Well, I never said he wasn't supportive. I
Said
said
how he acts.
He's getting the way he acts. He's like it's good with the ball, this and that. He's.
I still haven't heard anything out of your mouth that he actually said.
I don't quote the fucking guy because I don't know. I just from the past.
Sounds like you're speaking without knowing, Larry.
Yeah, that's what it is. I can't believe I'm having a conversation with a guy who has a matching fucking vehicle with his woman.
What?
Yeah, mine's got heated seats and pedal shifters, bro.
Hold on.
You ever seen a Sonata with pedal shifters?
Wait a second.
That's like
Yeah.
saying
Wait,
that's
wait,
like
wait,
saying
wait. What?
Yeah, like the car. I liked her car. I've driven it for a while. Walked in the dealership, said, I'm not test driving this. I'm taking it. Give it to me.
that's usually what all
Is
dealerships
this the guy
do.
that gave me a speech yesterday or 2 days ago about cars are a waste of money?
Bro, I got a fucking $1,800 Venmo balance.
You're right.
Is it the same color as hers?
No, it's gray, obviously.
And hers is what?
No, hers is black.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's got heated seats.
Hers does it.
No, hers doesn't have heated
Why did you
seats.
get the heated seats and she didn't?
Probably because,
Alpha.
Alpha, obviously, but mostly every day I take a picture when I turn the heated seats on. And I take a picture, like when I'm in her car, she's got the regular key. So I go to push start it, but there's no button. So mostly just to fuck with her, really.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean,
I love it. I love it.
I mean, it's a nice car. Good bang for the buck.
You want to talk about real quick what your
Rick got a new vehicle
Yeah.
yesterday.
I got a new vehicle yesterday.
What'd you get?
A Ram. I picked it up today.
A Ram?
Yeah.
Really? Oh. What are you looking at?
Here we go.
Does
Go ahead.
you got the same vehicle as Larry?
It's a different year.
Is yours more badass than Larry's though?
Probably. I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all.
Why is Larry answering for Rick so quickly?
I know, like
Well, because I know he's talking to me indirectly.
Yeah.
Because when he's talking to Rick, he's looking at me.
wait, you're a confusing guy, Larry.
I know.
Is it nice?
I love it. It's nice. Yeah. I
What do
fell
you-
in love with it.
What do you love about it?
Everything. I love the color of it. I love the wheels. I love the heated and cooled seats. I love the heated
Oh, they
steering
got
wheel.
the cold
The
seats.
back seats are heated.
Did you scratch it?
I didn't scratch it yet. I have to though.
That's weak.
What model is it?
Doesn't matter. It didn't scratch it.
It's on Laramie.
Might as well have bought some sort of luxury vehicle. Beamer, Mercedes.
If you could have one car, what would it be?
Honestly, I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Since I bought that car, I've driven my Ford Ranger and my minivan at least 5 times more than that brand new car. So I actually miss my Ford Ranger. I miss my Ford Ranger. It's a great car.
What's Ford Ranger? Those are good vehicles.
It is.
Contractor van? Is that the
Yeah, contractor van.
contractor van? He's got a contractor van. You want to talk about your business?
No.
What's the name of your business?
Okay.
All right.
He's got 12 logos on his shirt.
You know who did? I will talk about who did this shirt though. The shirt he's
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. Counter.
Yeah, we can't have
sponsorships.
that. We can't have
who's your
that.
who's your sponsor?
I could tell who you
Let me
should
talk
have
about.
had.
Let me
do
talk
it.
about him. Let me talk about him. Who's your sponsor?
Right there.
So Lucky Designs.
Yeah.
I like that. You guys' stuff actually does look very nice. It really does. I like this. I'm gonna take this hat with me. Is that cool?
What are you looking at?
I'm trying to read the name of this company.
It's
Monthly.
monthly upkeep.
Upkeep.
They came over the other day and helped me out in a jam.
I don't want the I don't want the Potter fans attacking me. I'm
Oh,
scared.
gotcha.
They're savages, them
Are there
Potter fans.
Do they have fans?
Yeah, oh yeah, they got some fans.
Yeah, I
Really?
seen one go off.
How
on
do
them.
we get this to them?
Oh, they
Oh.
already have.
Oh, I'll give you a few names.
On Facebook?
Oh yeah.
Why don't you get these names and text them right now and tell them to call in?
Do you know Kevin Potter's number? Or what's his name?
Kevin Potter.
Potter or Porter?
Potter.
Potter.
What about his niece that went off on you, or friend?
Who
or what
went
the hell
off
was
on
that?
you?
There was
Oh,
a
I
girl.
don't remember. I honestly try not to look at it. I like to say my
Hey,
piece and
let
then
me
just not
ask-
look at it ever again.
Let me ask you something else. Did you start the Better and Menor page?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
How many followers are on there?
4,000.
Really? What made you start a Better and Menor page?
Probably because I was triggered at Willoughby at the time.
So you just
I was
started.
I was being censored.
It's a cool page.
Thank you.
It's growing pretty good. You know that Better and Menor page?
No.
Yeah, it's actually a really good page.
Yeah.
On what?
Facebook.
It's because I don't believe in censorship. Okay, if it's vulgar,
Oh.
okay.
I think the thing that like I always confuse with you, like I always think about you as like a joker. But I know like deep down, like you were a really good business person. And you have a good sense of things. That's why like I listen to things you say, but then it's just so funny because I just But
know,
no, like
well-
the Better Menor page thing, I know you're moving company and stuff, and then I know I will leave it aside, but I know you're dipping into other stuff.
Bright Eyed Moving.
Yeah. Whatever
Well,
happened with that?
I sold it.
Sold that motherfucker.
Why'd you sell it? Did you just do you enjoy I think you get bored.
He does get bored.
You enjoy the building of things, don't you?
Yeah,
You like taking some
definitely-
nothing to something and
I,
then getting
I
rid of
definitely
it.
like
and move.
I definitely have a strong variety need for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean that's pretty accurate.
I was say because it seems like you like to grab stuff that's nothing, start it, get it going, and then
Yeah, I
push
mean
it
I
off
like
and then
I
go to
like
something
I like underappreciated things, you know. But when you're looking for a mayoral candidate, you don't want to get something that's underappreciated. You want something that's already built.
yeah.
Correct.
You guys know
Especially
what
in a city like Kirtland.
Larry, is there something you'd like to share with the class? Are you doing some research? Or
I'm
what?
trying to find somebody who's against you. We can message them and have them call in.
Oh, I mean that's fine.
Here we go. Elizabeth. Right here. That name.
She's friends with Jan. I don't want to call her.
Oh.
She's actually really nice. Elizabeth's a really nice girl. She's just
She went off.
yeah, she did go off.
Right. So
did
she'd
go
be
off.
good to talk to you about, right?
She would but
Did she go off about just random shit,
No.
or did she like defended this guy?
she's defending him, but she's also a relative. So that's a thing. So
Of his.
you know, like one of
Wait
your
a second. So your woman's friend is a relative of the guy that you're attacking.
Oh.
I mean, we live in congruent cities. You know, like
So,
I know
answer that
everyone in
question.
that city. Yeah.
Elizabeth.
No, don't say her name. Don't say her name.
Elizabeth. That's all I'll say.
Elizabeth Potter. Elizabeth Potter.
She's a very nice girl too, and I actually understand.
Oh.
I understand why you would defend one of your family members, but even my own family members, I don't step in. I won't step in and defend them when I know that there's nothing to defend.
Okay.
Like if it's a fact, it's a fact. Like there's nothing to defend.
Well, you got to know when you get into politics, anyways. There's going to be people that are against
she's
you.
a
no matter
Mormon.
what.
Oh no.
She's a what? Do they make those still?
Oh yeah, they're big.
Do they? I thought that was gone.
I actually don't. I have many friends that are Mormons. I have no issue.
I
have
heard
no
the
issue with
Mormon,
anyone
but I heard like the
No.
what do they call where you have multiple wives?
Mormon.
Polygamous.
No, but it's
the
not.
polygamous-
What,
the
I heard that's
polygamous
like
part is-
going away.
It is.
Ooh, Petticoat Junction is now hiring experienced bartender.
Oh my lord!
Maybe they fired my lady.
Hey, have you ever bartended it before?
at the coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to call up and ask about the Petticoat Junction opening?
Yeah, I mean I will.
What are you doing?
Go ahead, put them on.
Are you getting a number? Oh wow.
440. Here, it's
Hold
the
on.
number right here.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my goodness!
There.
What?
Nothing. It's
What?
fine. Nothing. I truly think Spencer is better than all of you at this phone call shit. I mean, I've watched him piss people off, and they've just stayed on the phone regardless.
Russo, for one, let's start here, okay? You don't block your number. I'll call him unrestricted.
No, it's
No,
got to
but
be on the
it
on
goes
here.
through here.
Yeah.
Just like that. You could talk right into the
Hello.
Hey there, I'm calling about the bartending job.
Yeah.
What would be the? I have some bartending experience. So what hours are you guys looking to fill?
6:30 p.m. to 2:30 a.m.
6:30. Okay, and is that every night? A few nights a week? How's it work? I'm also a big burly guy, so I can not only bartend. If any issues may arise with either the dancers or the patrons, I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next step for us?
I'm looking for probably 3 shifts at night.
Okay. How early could I start? Could I start tomorrow after an interview in the morning, or what time do you get in? What's the next step for us?
I don't go back into work until Monday, so I would have to meet you on Monday, and I have a few other people that I'm interviewing as well. But
I can
come in.
I can tell you. What's your name, ma'am?
Kim.
Kim. Nice to meet you. My name's Tim. So pretty much your name with. With a T. That's weird.
If you want to stop in at 1:00 on Monday, is that good for you, or do you need a later time? I'm there till 6:30.
How about let's do this? I'll be out of town this weekend, and I don't know when my flight's gonna get back in. I'll call you early Monday, and then we'll take it from there. Do you guys serve food, snacks? How's it work?
No, we do have a kitchen. We do basic bar food, chicken tenders, French fries, pizzas.
Because I remember, I used to come there as a patron, and I don't remember, you guys serving that type of food. So I like to hear that you're progressively moving forward. I like that.
Yeah, we've been serving food for about 4 years now. We used 2 years ago, and a couple of the bartenders just kind of put the kibosh on it because they didn't like to cook. So.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Has it been pretty steady in there with the dancers and such?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, I guess I'll give you a call Monday, and I'll come in there. I'll meet you in person. Then we'll just talk about the first day I'm going to start.
Okay.
All right, great.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye now.
Bye.
That was terrible.
We'll talk about the first episode. I thought you were going to drop her with your Venmo balance.
You should have been.
I need to work the weekend. I gotta pad my Venmo balance.
Yeah,
Kim.
I got $1,800 I got to spend this weekend.
Oh man, that place has to get so many phone calls from people.
That was her cell phone at home.
Yeah, I don't know.
She wasn't even at work.
Yeah, because usually it's loud.
No, she said
she was at work, Larry. I could hear the ambient noise.
She
You
said
could hear the noise in the background. We should go there.
No.
I would go. I think it'd be fun.
We could take his Venmo balance with us.
Oh, you want to go drop
Oh,
your Venmo balance?
I got a wild Venmo story, and involves Venmo and strippers. If you guys want to hear it,
Okay, go ahead.
This is wild. We went to and I'm not going to name any names on who did this. It wasn't me. I'll tell
Kevin
you
Porter.
Wasn't me.
Kevin Potter.
I went to a bachelor party.
Kevin Porter, the Cavs basketball player.
went to a bachelor party in Nashville. We went to a strip club. I think it was
I know which group you're talking about.
Gold, maybe. Well, someone in our group was pretty annihilated. Okay, and
Kevin Potter.
And no, it was not. And someone in the group actually agreed. Actually, one of the dancers actually had agreed to take Venmo as payment for the dances.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Well, this Venmo, this person that was paying via Venmo racked up an $1,100 bill with this dancer. Paid her via Venmo. The kicker. The next day, does a chargeback on his Venmo saying his phone was stolen.
Oh,
So
yes.
yeah, I'm not saying I agree with this. There's honestly during that time there may have been a kid that didn't eat. It's hard to say. But that's pretty wild.
So Kevin then.
This girl was just sweating.
Yeah. So
Putting
Kevin.
in work.
So Kevin not only
Goes to
shaded
the
city
store
of
after
Kirtland-
work, buys some Captain Crunch. Her credit card gets declined the next
Yeah.
day.
I didn't know
Also,
it was that
Kevin
easy to
can
do.
Kevin can live tax free and dance free.
Yeah.
Well, it's safe to say she does not have a fat Venmo balance.
No,
Safe to say.
she did.
Is it that
She
easy
did
to get your money
she
back?
did for 9 hours.
I'm shocked it was still in there.
Yeah, I would have got it out immediately.
I'm shocked. Yeah, that's the thing. Venmo, PayPal. I have Venmo, PayPal, Cash App.
Although honestly,
all that.
I think Venmo would probably let both parties keep the money.
Yeah, places are real weird about that. Even Amazon.
They don't even give a fuck anymore.
Dave ordered, what the hell was it? Not a Vroomba, but like a iBot or something.
Yeah.
He ordered a vacuum. It came. Something wasn't right with it, so he called the place.
Can I stop you for a second? You're so fucking lazy. You can't vacuum your own place. You got to.
We
It
have
wasn't
one
me,
too.
dude. Not
Oh.
me, Dave.
No,
I have one.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't surprise me, Larry. I expected more out of Dave.
You saying my wife's lazy?
I thought it was you, Dave.
No,
You
it was
say my
another
wife's
Dave.
lazy?
Well,
Dave
you're gonna love
Savasco.
where this story goes.
Yeah.
Okay, I'd love to hear it.
So he calls Amazon. Amazon sends him another one. He says, "You want me to send the other one back?" They said, "No, don't worry about it. If it's not working right, then just whatever."
Yeah.
Dave fixes the other one. Gets the next one. The next one wasn't working right either. So he called Amazon again. They sent him another one. Again, didn't want the other one back. So he got all of them fixed, and he's got one on each floor of his house.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Amazon just doesn't care. They're just like, yeah, just
No,
Those
they
things
got a
actually
whole thing.
they actually work.
They do work, but you still have to vacuum.
Well, why
It's
the
good-
fuck would you buy one if you still have to
you
vacuum?
don't have to
It's
vacuum.
good. No, it's good for intermediate. Like you can go for a little while, but it's also good. Like once
I
a
want
month you
one.
vacuum.
I want one.
Yeah, we got them. We got one in our house.
Yeah, I want one.
Kelly uses it all the time, but every like month or so, we still vacuum with the real vacuum.
Do you vacuum?
Fuck no. I have no kids or no dogs.
There's still dust accumulating.
No, Larry, not in my house, bro.
Okay,
He's a dustless human. You didn't fucking know that, Larry?
apparently.
So I went to Lowe's and bought one of those little shark steamer things.
Yeah.
And I get it home and I realize that, like, at the company, they put the wrong one in the box. So, like, the one I got was the cheaper one, but I paid for the more expensive one.
Oh.
So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm going to take it back. I get to Lowe's and I realize, oh shit, I dropped my receipt. I don't know where I put it somehow. So I'm like, well, I don't have my receipt. They're like, well, we can look it up. And I'm like, okay. So they look it up and they're like, oh, that was already returned. And I'm like, well, no, it hasn't been already fucking returned. It's in my hands right here. Long story short, when I bought the shark thing, I dropped the receipt in the Lowe's parking lot, and some fucking junkie walked by and got my receipt, grabbed one off a shelf, and returned it to get the cash back.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's awesome.
Stores are insane. That they'll return anything though.
They ended up hooking me up, but still, like,
Yeah.
it took me. They had to, like, watch the camera, make sure it wasn't me and shit. It was crazy.
You and I are on the do not fly list, though.
Well, that's only because like when I do like a job, I'll buy way more material than I need because I always look at it like I'd rather have the material,
Yeah,
finish the job, and then just return.
Right.
So I've made so many returns at Lowe's that like I get like flagged for an ID every time.
Yeah, and I returned for you as well, and I
Yeah,
also
Larry's
get flagged.
flagged now too
Because when Rick was flagged, then he had me do it, and then
because I never carry an ID.
now we're both flagged.
Larry, did you ever think maybe it might not be the best to admit illegal behavior on the air?
It's not illegal. Everything was purchased.
The only thing illegal on the air right now is Kevin Potter.
Yeah.
He's a criminal. We should get him cuffed and stuffed.
I actually didn't even go into. You want me to go into a little further?
I heard
Probably driving around intoxicated right now.
I
So-
heard through rumors that he's in Pizzagate.
All bullshit aside, I really would wish this guy would set up something where we could sit here and you could talk to him on the phone like we just did with this and get some answers.
I would love that. There's certain things that I have serious questions to. For example,
Well, I'll tell you what. Tell Kevin the answer.
Why don't you run for mayor?
Tell Kevin the questions you have, and we'll leave it to those questions only if he would call up, and that's it. No arguing. Just you want to know the answers.
Look into
that's
the
fine.
camera.
I think that's fine. So my first question: during the candidates' night, you stated anyone could run a $9 million budget, and then you proceeded to go into how you're a sales manager of your organization, which qualifies you to be able to run a $9 million budget. Can you explain how, why, or in what world that makes sense?
Question one.
Question one.
Question two.
Stare down. Stare down.
I like it. It's intense.
He's waiting for his reply right there. That's where, if we do the editing, this is where he'd be talking.
Gotcha.
What is the $9 million budget? Or the job?
No, that's Kirtland has a $9 million budget.
Can he hold
Okay.
all questions till the
Like
end?
an operating budget.
You let him-
Operating budget.
you control the audience.
No, that's fine. No,
Hold,
that's,
hold all,
that's a valid question.
hold all questions till the end, please.
So obviously, it's a pretty extensive budget.
Please don't interrupt the candidates. Please hold all questions till the end.
Next question: Why, if you are the council president, would you not release a video of the candidates' night to all the residents? I feel that will be of immense value to them. Can you explain why you would not release that? Question mark.
My foot was a balloon.
Secondly, you continue to preach transparency. Do you think your choice to not release that video is transparent? Question mark.
Who do you hire to take the video?
I'm not going to disclose that,
Okay.
but if anyone would like
Elizabeth Potter.
if anyone would like to find out who this videographer was, go ahead and refer to October 16th on his campaign finance report of an amount of $250, a first name starting with a D, and a last name starting with an A. I'm sorry, an H.
Is that all the questions you
No,
have?
that's
or you have
not.
more?
That's not a question mark. That's period. Let me
Yeah,
know
that's
that.
period.
Period.
Yeah, I'll think of some more questions.
Okay.
I mean, I want to know how he plans on people not having to pay for the sewers.
Those are pretty soft questions.
Yeah, I mean that
So he should be able to answer those,
so
including the sewer one.
residents in my mother's neighborhood, Old Kirtland, some of them have been led to believe, based on what they've told me, of things that they've heard from you, that someone else is actually going to pay for their sewers. That to me just doesn't make any sense. It sounds like to me, well, I'll ask a question. Does or does not that sound like the first page of a Bernie Sanders book? Question mark.
Exclamation mark.
Let's proceed to a different topic. I'm getting triggered.
He's like Uncle Bernie.
Kevin, if you do want to call and set something up to answer Spencer's questions, us three will turn our mics off. You and Spencer can talk about your questions, uninterrupted, and you have the.
I think
Obviously,
Spencer
you have
will
the
take it seriously.
obviously you have the option to
and
hang
we
up.
will give the world access to it, unlike Kevin's video.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we won't hire anybody.
Yeah, that's fair.
We'll do it
I mean,
ourselves.
it's fair to be transparent and tell them that it will be released.
If you
I think that's
put
the right thing to do.
put Spencer in his place, we'll probably campaign it more than you will,
Yeah.
because it would be hilarious to us.
Yeah.
I don't know many of your topics. From what I'm hearing, they sound a little suspicious, a little fishy, but you can argue with Spencer uninterrupted by us.
'Cause let's be
and
honest.
you can hang up at any time.
Larry thinks Davidson's a crook.
No, I actually, no,
I think he said that a second ago.
No, I didn't say that.
All
I
right.
actually like the guy that Spencer's talking about that he promotes. So
Yeah, it's going to be see the thing with Davidson though, it's going to be hard for anyone to say anything. 21 year military veteran, captain of the army. The dude keeps a clean slate.
And how's the city been since he's been mayor? Good?
Yeah, there's been increases.
should we call Bobby?
In essence, the building blocks, there's been ongoing problems for years. But there's been big increases. There's a new crosswalk so that the kids can cross safely from the high school to the other side. A bunch of new sidewalks. The sewer projects are getting done. There's new businesses that have moved into the city.
They just built a beautiful veterinarian hospital.
Beautiful. It is. I mean
That's
you've
really nice.
seen that thing.
Where's
That's
that at?
beautiful.
It's right next to the high school football field.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a really nice vet. I mean,
It's that one joint there we used to go to on Friday nights, that bar in the corner there.
Just
just
one more.
just one more.
Yeah, that's
it
still
is.
there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going there and get some chicken wings.
They got good chicken wings. True
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. There, and then there's another, Wing Shack or something, right? Or something like that. There's a wing
There's a-
place.
I heard that pizza joint's pretty good too. Is that still there?
Is that what
I
it
think
is?
that
Where
just
the bank
closed.
used to be. Did they close?
Just closed. Yeah, just closed. No,
What was the name of Cohn's family's
Kokomo's.
Kokomo's?
That went out. That's just a garden now, but then they built a new ice cream place where the car dealership
which is
used to
also
be.
beautiful.
That's really nice. They covered in the pond at the police station, which I don't understand why.
So that was actually for a few reasons. That was to save costs because the cost to upkeep a pond was pretty significant, and then also there was an ongoing problem with geese crossing the street and geese poop everywhere.
Oh, so they just
Everywhere.
eliminated it.
So I mean I am in full agreement with that.
Yeah. Who needs
Yeah.
a fucking pond? Nobody.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Is the daycare still there?
I mean, a pond is one of those things.
don't
It
know.
seems like a good idea, but it's just fucking not.
it seems like a good idea until you do it.
Right.
I had a little pond in my yard. It was a great idea.
Kind of like running for mayor when you're a councilman who rents a house in the city.
Untaxed.
Sounds like a good idea until you do it.
Untaxed.
It's not, well, you know, part of the issue and part of why there's a lot of, you know,
You think he
haters come-
steals gas from the city pumps?
there's a lot of hatred coming my way because, you know, I fully believe that he thought that no one would actually, you know, blow the whistle and expose these things. And these things are just facts. Again, these are
Really?
just facts. And, you know, if you're running for public office, you need to understand that people want the facts. That's it.
I don't know the guy. I take your word for it.
I'll send you some more information. Make a conclusion.
How
on your
did,
own.
so how did these people get out that you didn't like him?
How did who get out?
Like, how did it get out that you didn't like him? Where people got pissed off at you?
Oh, I'm very, very public about the fact that.
Yeah, but where do you publicly post something like that? Because
There-
that's where we're going to post a link for this.
So there's a group.
Are you okay if we post a link for this there?
That's fine. There's a group called.
Oh, yeah.
There's a group called All Around Kirtland. I'm in no way associated with the.
Can we post this on Better and Menor?
Yeah, you can post it where. Yeah, get it on Better and Menor. That's fine.
All around Kirtland, huh?
I mean,
I like Kirtland. I think Kirtland's a good city. I think whoever's been in charge of that place has been doing a good job.
for sure.
There's some things I think are, but I just think when people start talking about cutting athletics, like school funding for athletics or city athletics, is the biggest crock of shit that's out there.
It's a scare
It's
tactic.
like
It's
it's a
fucked
scare
up.
tactic because you're involving kids.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But unfortunately,
That's the name
most
of the game.
people are like Larry and they're sociopaths when it comes to kids because they don't have any
What are you talking
and
about?
don't want any. And Larry would just decline it.
I wouldn't do that. I think it's actually better for schools to be better in your community. It makes your community better.
Sounds like
So you would vote to raise taxes for kids?
Yes.
Sounds like you would do that for your
Yeah,
for
for
the
animals.
interest of your home's value, Larry, and not for the interest of community.
sounds like-
But it sounds like you have some self interest.
I actually just said that exact thing.
Well,
said
no,
it's
I just
better
made it.
for.
I made it clear for the audience, though.
I don't. Irrelevant. You would still get.
So
your
for
taxes.
self gain,
Yeah, that's fine. Why would you do it for your kids for self gain? Right.
I would self lose everything I have for my kids.
Well,
so.
then what's the problem?
Well,
Still gets done.
You don't have any kids, Larry, and self gain.
No, neither do you.
There's
He's
actually
got two.
self gain is actually
two.
there's
I got you.
self gain is not for his kids. It's a whole different animal.
We should,
That's for
did you
family
ask
gain.
Rick how much money I raised for his daughter on my birthday, selfishly? And I raised a ton of money for his daughter. I actually made his wife cry.
Really,
Yeah, I did, Rick. Would you like to inform him? of that?
500?
It was $600 in one day.
$600.
that's awesome, Larry.
Yeah, for his daughter. What'd you do?
All right. Well, thanks, Larry and Spencer, for coming by for a little party tonight. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
We got to mention. Whoa, we forgot one person we have to
I'm
mention.
not talking about him right now.
Oh.
You could bring him up.
Tommy.
Where is he?
Can I tell you I'll read you our banter back and forth
our
today.
sponsor, Daved Jewelers.
Daved Jewelers.
Daved Jewelers.
Downtown
Oh,
Willoughby.
Tom's supposed to come here.
He was supposed to come on here one time. He ghosted us. Then he disappeared. Then he started sending Dave like cryptic messages. Like,
I think he's in Oregon or something right now. I just saw him under
I
a
put-
100-foot waterfall.
I put, want to come on the podcast tonight? He put, sick as fuck, can't stop coughing, just picked up prescription, but I want to come on though. And I put, okay, I'll make sure I tell Rick on camera that you're a healthy scratch.
nice.
Nice.
He put, I miss you guys.
He's a jeweler. I've been waiting for my watch. I custom ordered it months ago.
Hey, David, what can I get with my Venmo balance?
Ooh.
Whatever you want out of there.
I can tell you what we can get you. We can go get you a wonderful engagement ring for your girlfriend,
Whoa.
Jana, and then you guys can begin a family together.
Got the show.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
We appreciate it.
Spencer, thank you for keeping us politically entertained for the last hour. Hopefully we triggered some sort of political fight. If anything, worst case scenario, a fist fight at some point
Yes.
to settle this like, mature adults.
Fair enough.
You can meet on the Kirtland streets right in front of City Hall.
Dude, that's what you guys should do is promote like a boxing match. Inside
Yeah, that's what I'm
inside
saying.
the high
All
school.
proceeds
No,
go
just
to the
on the
sewer.
street
Yeah.
in the middle of 306.
All-
dude.
all-
want this smoke.
he'll smoke you.
You don't want this.
He would smoke you. I could tell by looking at him. He's in shape. He'd gas you out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he'd latch on to Spencer. He would gas him out, and then he would go for the kill.
Rear naked choke.
Yeah, rear naked choke. Spencer would be gargling his forearm. You'd wake up a better man, though, Spencer. All right, guys. Well, Larry, you got any dad jokes or any weird jokes again?
Nah, man, I can't think of anything today.
The other ones have been so good.
They're hilarious. I can
What
look
does
one
a
up real
what does a bison say to its kid before it goes to
quick.
school?
Fucking terrible.
Bison.
Bison.
That's fucking terrible.